So, very good morning to my dear student. So, today's topic is polygon. So, just I am going to tell about the polygon. What is the polygon? And before that, there are some important topics which I have to discuss. So, before the polygon, first, what is the line? If I say you, what is the definition of line? So, how can we find it? Means what is the property of line, properties of line? So we know that there is no endpoints, we can produce infinitely in both direction. Okay, so this is the properties of line. But if I ask you what is the definition of line, so how can you describe it? Okay, so first of all, in a line, by the help of scale we draw a line. By the help of scale we draw a line. Okay, so in a line, so there are two types of line. First is straight line and second one is the curve line. You can say this is the curve line and this is the straight line. Okay, so what is the difference between curve line and straight line? So in straight line and in curve line, so if I ask you, you are standing here and there is another student who are there, okay, that is B. If I ask you, if you have to move from A to B, so what will be distance? Okay, and if I ask you, if you have to go from A to B, so what will be the shortest distance? What will be shortest distance? So you can say shortest distance always perpendicular distance. So from A to B, how many ways we can move? There are two ways, from A and then B, and directly by the shortest distance from A you can directly move A to B. Okay, so both are distances, but what is the difference? So in a curve line, so you can say that called distance, okay, and this called displacement. So from here we will describe the definition of straight line. What is the straight line? Always you will find the distance and displacement will be equal for a straight line. But for a curve line, you will find distance and displacement will be different. Is that clear? So what is the definition of a straight line? In which figure we find distance and displacement are equal? We can't say for any figure. It means if just I am talking about the line, straight line, so always you will find if you have to move from A to B, so you can say this is the shortest distance. Okay, so you can say that is the distance and that is the displacement. Any 2 point, any two are more than 2 points, so always distance and displacement will be equal. So this called straight line and this called curve line. Is that clear? Now next topic in this chapter, the first topic is what? Curve. What is the curve? Second topic is curve. What is the curve? What is the curve? If I ask you, what do you understand by the curve? आप कर्व से क्या समझते हैं? So what will you answer? If we draw any structure or any figure without lifting our pen or pencil, so you can say there form a curve. It means just we draw a figure, it means you can say this is the curve without lifting your pen or pencil. So you can say this is the curve, okay, and you can say also this is the curve. This is the curve, and you can say this is the curve, and after that you can say this is the curve. Okay, this is the curve. So there is, it means you can make lot of figures. Okay, so this is the curve. Now how many types of curve? How many types of curve. So just I can say that there are two types of curve. First one is the open curve. Types of curve. How many types of curve? So you can say there are two types of curve. First one is the open curve. First one is the open curve. And second one is the closed curve. Okay, so first you have to understand by the open curve and what is the closed curve. So always when we draw a structure, when we draw anything, so always we will find there are 2 points, like a starting point and ending point. If we draw any diagram or anything without lifting our pen, so what we find out? We find out there are 2 points. A starting point, it means at which point we are starting. For example, just we make a structure. I make a structure. It means just I am going to make a structure. Okay, now this way we are doing. So what is this? Point A is a starting point, and this is called point B, that is the end point. A starting point and ending point. So what is the definition of open curve? In open curve we can say that starting point and ending point will be different. Ending point will be different. It means always you will find there is a face will be open. By this face you can enter this figure. By this face you can enter this figure. It means we can say what is the definition of open curve? Definition of open curve, it means open curve की definition क्या हुई? In which figure starting point and ending point are different, so that called open curve. And what is the closed curve? What is the closed curve? When the starting point and ending point will be same. It means just we are starting from A and just take a round. It means this way we are moving this way. Okay, and after that just I finish at point A. It means our starting point and ending point are same. That called closed curve. That called closed curve. And after that there is one more topic which I have to discuss, that is very important, and from there polygon will be start. Okay, so these two types of curve. And after that beta, there is one more simple closed curve. Third one is the simple closed curve. Simple closed curve. What is the simple closed curve? Okay, now we know that open curve and closed curve. Okay, now just I don't know now what is the simple closed curve. What is the mean of the simple closed curve? So we can say in which figure curve does not intersect itself. In which figure, in which structure the curve does not intersect itself, you can say that is the simple closed figure. So you can say this is the, okay, so simple closed figure. Okay, simple closed curve. And after that you can say there is a quadrilateral. This is the simple closed curve. Okay, triangle. This is the simple closed curve. Okay, but in some cases if you find a figure like that, so can you tell me this is the simple closed curve? Never. Okay, there is a closed figure, that is the closed figure, but after that when we are producing, it means the lines are there, so they are intersecting any point. So this figure is combination of two figure. It means there is a closed figure and there is a open figure. So we can't say such type of figure that is the simple closed curve. Is that clear? Okay, now next topic is polygons. Polygons. Now next topic is polygon. What is the polygon? Polygons. what is the polygons? Now our chapter name is also polygons. So what is the polygon? It means which simple closed curve made by the line segment. It means we can say which simple closed curve made by the line segment. It means ऐसा फिगर जो line segment से मिलके बना हो. So you can say that is the polygon. It means firstly a triangle is a simple closed curve. You can say this is the made by the line segment. If this is the made by the line segment, where the line segments are AB, okay, and BC and CA. So this simple closed curve made by the line segment, so we can say this is a type of polygon. So can you tell me about this figure? Can we say that this is the simple closed curve? This is not a straight line, this is not a line segment. So can we say that this is the polygon? No, because this figure is the combination of curve line and line segment. And what is the definition of polygon? With simple closed curve made by the line segment, that called polygon. But this figure is not following the condition of polygon. It means there are two line segments, AB and BC, but there is an arc AC. So this is not a simple closed curve, or this is not a polygon. So next, types of polygon. So polygon. So there are two most important type of polygon. Firstly, we will discuss that polygon, concave polygon, and second one is the convex. Convex polygon. So what is the concave polygon and what is the convex polygon? Okay, so in concave polygon, it means the word polygon is using, so we can understand definitely this figure made by the line segment. But why we are saying concave? Why we are using the word concave, right? Why we are using the word concave? हम concave क्यों ऐड कर रहे हैं? Polygon, just we understand what is the meaning of the polygon. With simple closed curve made by the line segment, that is the polygon. But why we are using the word concave and why we are using the word convex? So in concave polygon, you will find one interior angle. The figure will be polygon, but the conditions are given. What will be condition? In that polygon, you will find one angle of a polygon always greater than 180 degree. One interior angle of the polygon always greater than 180. So that's why we are saying that is the concave polygon. Okay, and what is the convex polygon? Convex polygon, you can say also this is the type of polygon, but each exterior angle less than 180 degree. That's why this will be convex polygon. So this was the types of concave polygon and convex. This is the types of polygon: concave polygon, convex polygon. Now, what is the concave polygon? In which closed figure, simple closed curve, we find one angle is greater than 180. One angle is greater than 180. You can say this is the reflex angle also. This is the reflex angle. And what is the convex polygon? In which closed figure, simple closed figure, we find all interior angle, each interior angle less than 180 degree. That is the convex polygon. So Now the topics are clear. Yes. Aditya, now the topics are clear. Yes. Okay, so in polygon, now we know that what is the concave polygon, what is the convex polygon, and after that there is another topic, regular polygon, irregular polygon. So what is the regular polygon? With simple closed curve made by the line segment, that is called polygon. But what is the regular? Why we are using the word regular polygon and irregular polygon? So regular polygon, we know that are polygon made by the line segment. So in regular polygon, always you will find all line segment, the length of all line segment will be equal. So you can say, what is the example? It means equilateral, first smallest regular polygon, you can say that is the equilateral triangle. And after that you can give an example, square. Understand? A, B, C, D. And always in what is the property of equilateral? All sides will be equal. What is the property of a square? Always you will find all sides will be equal. It means in which polygon the length of all line segments are equal, so you can say that is that called regular polygon. So what is the irregular polygon? So easily you can understand, the length of line segment will be different. Like it means you are making a triangle, this is the, okay, so you can say this is the what? Irregular polygon. It means the length of the line segment are different, so we can say that type of polygon, irregular polygon. Understand? So now next topic, there is another topic, the concept of diagonal. It means these are the polygons. These are the polygons. So now we have to find in which figure what is the number of diagonal. It means if any figure is given, let me erase this. Concept of diagonal. What is the concept of diagonal? It means in any simple closed figure, it means which figure made by the line segment, and now we have to find how many diagonals we can draw in a closed figure. Is that clear? So just first we discuss about the triangle. What is the rule? It means by which method, by which way we can draw a diagonal. What is the property of diagonal? So there are three vertices, A, B and C. So where form the diagonal? So easily you can understand, to join non-adjacent vertex. In Hindi, जो वर्टेक्स एडसेंट नहीं होते उनको ज्वाइन करने पे डायगोनल मिलता है, एंड व्हेन वी ज्वाइन टू एडसेंट वर्टेक्स देन वी फाइंड व्हाट? साइड. सो जस्ट कम आउट, 3 स्टूडेंट प्लीज कम आउट. ओके, 3 स्टूडेंट come out, do it fast, don't waste my time please. Okay, now there are 3 students. Okay, there are 3 students. Now join your hand. Okay, no, this way, join your hand. Okay, so you can say this is the type of triangle. Understand? Now if I ask you what is the adjacent word according to Ayush, okay, so you can say Ujjwal and Dhruv. And what is the property? What is the property of diagonal? It means when we join non-adjacent vertex, right? When we join non-adjacent vertices. But in triangle, what we find? Ayush, okay, and Ujjwal and his Dhruv. Okay, so if I am talking about Ayush, so he is the adjacent and he is the adjacent. So the property is not following. It means only we can find the diagonal when we join non-adjacent vertices. Okay, so there is no diagonal, so that's why we say that in triangle there is no diagonal. One more student, please come out. Okay, 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 now you have to stand there. Okay, now join your hand. Now you can say there are 4 students, and you can say there are 4 vertices. There are 4 vertices. There are 4 vertices. Now how many diagonals we can draw here? We can draw here. From this point, who is adjacent? Who are adjacent? This one is adjacent. This one is adjacent. So we can't join for diagonal. When we join to adjacent vertex, there form side. It means you can say this is the side, this is the side. But where is the diagonal when we join non-adjacent? Give me a stick. Okay, when we join non-adjacent vertex, so you can say this one and this one, they are adjacent? No, so they form diagonal. One more stick, please give me. Okay, now where is the other non-adjacent vertex? So you can say this one and this one, they are not adjacent. So in quadrilateral, how many sides, how many vertices are there? 4. How many sides are there? 4. When we join to adjacent vertex, what we find? Diagonal. When we join adjacent vertex, sides, and when we join non-adjacent vertex, then what we find? Diagonal. Okay, so there are 2 diagonal. Same as, please one student, please come out. Okay, now just I am talking about the pentagon. Stand there and join your hands. Join your hands. Join your hands. Okay, now there are 5 students. There are 5 students. Please come this side. Come this side. There is a camera. Okay, now join your hands. Join your hands. So what now? How many vertices are there? First, you must know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what is the concept of diagonal? It means how many diagonals we can draw, okay, in a pentagon. So we know that the property of diagonal. What is the property of diagonal? When we join non-adjacent vertices. It means where is the non-adjacent vertices? You can say, if we will start from here, so these are the non-adjacent vertex. Okay, so there is one diagonal. One more stick, please give me. Okay, now you can also say that from this vertex, this vertices, this is also non-adjacent vertex. So from one point there is 2 diagonal, and just give me. Okay, and from here these are also non-adjacent vertex. Okay, and one more stick, please give me. And after that, from this point also we can draw. Take it. Yeah, join your hand. So this way when we join non-adjacent vertex, so they form diagonal, and when we join adjacent vertex, they form side. Now by the figure I will clear your concept. Go and sit. Okay, now by the figure I will clear your concept. So first figure was triangle. And we know that in a triangle there is no diagonal. Okay, so second was the quadrilateral. If there are 4 vertices, A, B, C, D, there are 4 vertices. So we know that when we join non-adjacent vertices, so they form diagonal. So we can say from this point we can draw only 1, and from this point we can draw only 1. Third figure is pentagon. So you can say this is the type of pentagon. What is the pentagon? Pentagon in which simple closed figure there is 5. The figure is made by the 5 line segment. So that is called pentagon. So from one vertices we can draw 1 and we can draw 2. Okay, same as if we write the name A, B, C, D and E. From point E also we can draw also we can join two non-adjacent vertices, so these two, and after that from point A you can draw this and you can draw this is already, okay, and from point B we can draw there is already, okay, and from point C we can draw 1 and 2. This way we can find the number of diagonal. But in a short way, if we have to find the number of diagonal, if the number of sides are given, so how can we find what is the number of diagonal? Okay, so there is some concept we will use, then we can find what is the number of diagonal. First of all, just try to understand. In a quadrilateral, we will start from the quadrilateral, okay. So from point D, how many vertices are total? 4 vertices. And from point D, just we draw how many diagonals? 1. So you have to write 1 diagonal from every vertices. And how many vertices are there? 4 vertices. How many vertices? 4 vertices. So the concept should be clear. From one point we can join only 1 point, okay. So and how many vertices are there? 4 vertices are there. So every vertices you can say there will be a diagonal. It means when we calculate, it means from point we draw DB. What is the DB? Okay, and from point A we draw AC, and from point B we draw BD. But we know that BD and DB are same, but just firstly we have to count this way, okay. And from point, because we have to create a formula, because we know that what is the diagonal, number of diagonal, if the number of sides are given, and we have to find the formula for diagonal. So we know that what? n minus 3 divide by 2, okay. So where we find this formula? How can we find this formula? So just we are finding the derivation of the number of diagonal. So there are 4 vertices, and from one vertices we draw only 1 diagonal. So there are 4 vertices. This way we draw 4 diagonal, okay. Same as for a pentagon. When we take a vertex, so how many diagonals? From one vertex we can draw 2 diagonal. How many diagonal? 2 diagonal. And what is the total number of vertex? There is what? 5. 5 vertices are there, okay. And now we are counting double. For a diagonal we are counting double diagonal. So after that you have to divide by 2, and also you have to divide by 2, okay. So just let me clear. For when the number of side, the condition is given. Second, when the number of sides are 100. So how many diagonal we can draw? How many diagonal we can draw? So listen very carefully. If the number of sides are 100, so this way, okay, lot of, it means the figure will be very large, okay. So but if we have to find the number of vertex, so we know that from one vertex we can draw 97 diagonal. How many diagonal? Number of diagonal? So 97 diagonal. And how many vertices are there? 100 vertices are there. And just 100 vertices, it means 97 vertices, and 100 vertex, 97 diagonal and 100 vertices are there, okay. So we can say just we are counting double, so that's why we are dividing by 2. So next topic we will find the formula. If the number of sides are n, So now you will find the formula. If the number of sides are n, so we know that from n vertices, from n vertices, how many diagonal we can draw? N minus 3, because from 100 vertex, from one vertex in 100 where the number of sides are 100, so what is the number of diagonal from one vertex? 197. Okay, so if the number of sides are n, so from a single point how many diagonals we can draw? N minus 3, n minus 3, n minus 3. And what is the number of sides? n, and just we are calculating double. It means one diagonal we are calculating db and bd way. It means just there is one diagonal only, but we are calculating that is 1, that is 2. So this way we will divide by 2, and this way we will find the derivation of the formula. It means if someone asks you how can we find if the number of sides are given, so how can we find the formula for diagonal? Okay, if the number of sides are n, so what will be number of diagonal, and why it will be the formula? It means if the number of diagonal n, if the number of sides are n, so from one vertex we can draw n minus 3 diagonal. And what is the total number of sides? And just for the example db, this figure db, this is the diagonal, bd, this is the diagonal, but both are same, but what we calculated here 1 and 2. Okay, so this way when we will divide by 2, so we will find the number of diagonals. Okay, is that clear? So what is the formula if the number of sides are n? So the formula is n into n minus 3 upon 2. Now that's okay.